Why is World Bipolar Health specifically, I should say, or explicitly important to you?
It's important to me for two reasons. Because I have a voice, and I have a big voice and a big network. So it allows me to talk more on this day, to raise awareness and education, to help families and individuals who do not know what bipolar is to become aware. Because one thing about bipolar, which is the most difficult thing, is it's an illness that takes a long time to diagnose. In my experience, it took at least 7 years prior to my diagnosis to get a correct diagnosis of bipolar. So it's really important that World Bipolar Day is here so that people actually know the word. There'll be social media, there'll be hashtags, there'll be in the media, so that the word gets out, what is it, education, so that it helps families and individuals that if they might have symptoms, when they get support from their doctor, they can talk about it. Or as well, if a loved one is living or diagnosed with bipolar disorder, then it gives you some insight on perhaps how to care for them or look after them a bit better or become more aware, or if they're having a bad day or a good day. And most importantly, for World Bipolar Day, I personally am quite invested with the registered charity Bipolar UK. So if I can use my platform and my influence to get people on their website, on their fabulous social media, then, you know, I will give that time to do so. So that's why World Bipolar Day is important to me. And I must keep saying hashtag World Bipolar Day so people can follow on social media too.
Excellent.
You are listening to Think Tenacity Podcast. www.thinktenacity.com.
You are tuned in to Think Tenacity Podcast Show, available on Spotify, Apple, and any of your favourite podcast apps.
If you're new to Think Tenacity Podcast, you may not be aware on a weekly basis provide you with mental health tips. But we're doing something different this week. In celebration of World Bipolar Day, every day this week, I will upload a brand new episode of self-care tips
to get you on the road to where you want to be.
You are listening to Think Tenacity Podcast. www.thinktenacity.com.